Aloha everyone, and thank you for tuning in. In this video I'm going to show you and tell you how to make your own fresh brewed Tulsi tea. Tulsi is also known as Tulasi as well as Holy Basil. And there's actually a few different varieties of Holy Basil out there. They are different from the regular basil that we're all used to in the Western kitchen, like Italian basil, sweet basil. As you can see, the leaves of Holy Basil are shaped slightly different, and as well as the stems are purple. In this variety is the Amrita, which I believe it means something like eternal. And here we have a nice mature plant. As you can see, it's growing here in like a 5-gallon pot, and it's pretty tall. It's probably about 2 feet tall. And so you want to start with a somewhat mature plant like this one. This one is not making seeds just yet, which is fine because we want the leaves. What you're going to need is some nice scissors such as this. Clip it at about a halfway point here. There. Got this nice stem with multiple branches, lots of leaves. And this is what we're going to use to make the tea. I'm going to put this in a bowl. We're actually going to use this bowl to cook this, to make this tea in. And so this is the remaining mother plant. The cut was made here. Main stem, which is what you want to do because this is actually going to help it bush out and become more bushy. These stems are going to grow bigger and it's going to grow sideways and become more bushy, therefore increasing the harvest. And it just smells very delicious, very amazing. Tulsi basil is known for its relaxing and adaptogenic properties, which means it also helps you deal with stressful situations, making you less prone to stress out, which is quite important in this time and age. You would have to agree. Okay, let's cook it. Alright, the next step is to wash your Tulsi leaves. Even though it's grown 100% organically, we really don't know what's in the air. So it could be dust or it could be something else. And I wash it by soaking it for just a little bit and then just kind of doing this in filtered water, by the way, because we don't want chlorine residue, we don't want forever chemicals residue from tap water. So try to use filtered water. Okay, and pouring it out, pouring out that dirty water. Okay, just set it on a plate. Okay, next step is to boil water, filtered water as well. And this is about 1 quart or 35 ounces. I'm going to bring it to a boil. Okay, now that the water is boiling, we're going to add the Tulsi. And this is about 2 handsful going in 1 quart or about 35 ounces of boiling water. If you need to break it down a little bit, you can. I suggest that you don't separate the leaves into separate parts because it's going to be easier to remove it when it's all in one piece after it's done brewing. Okay. You can push it down with a spoon, make sure it's all the way in there. And so one way to do it is to turn off the heat at this point and cover it for about 10 to 15 minutes. The other way of doing it is to actually keep it on a low boil and cover it for about 10-15 minutes if you want a stronger tea. I prefer a little bit stronger. There's no caffeine in this, but the flavor should be a little bit more stronger if you just reduce the heat, keep it on low boil. Some good combinations you might want to consider adding. Some good combinations, if you want to add other herbs or spices to it, is ginger as well as or peppermint. And you can experiment. None of those have caffeine and they're quite beneficial for your digestion in addition to the benefits of Tulsi. So very nice evening tea to get you in the mood for your nighttime routine, relax you, and help you heal. Alright, so it's been about 10 minutes. And at this point I turn off the heat. Just gonna let it cool off. You can really smell the nice aroma. It's like a sweet and pleasant fragrance, really. Now we're going to pour it into the cups. The color is very light green. It's very hot, so be careful. And as you can see, it's coming out nice. And to top it off, I'm going to use this Big Island organic Ohilehua honey. We've actually been to this farm on the Big Island. We did the whole tour and it's absolutely wonderful. Tulsi actually has a sort of already a sweet fragrance to it if you're trying to avoid sugar, but honey does have its beneficial properties as well, including antimicrobial. So we're going to add some honey to our tea. About a teaspoon and a half. I'll leave some links in the description. And the reason why you want to wait for the tea to cool off a little bit is because if you're adding honey, you don't want to add honey into a tea that's super hot, because that heat, when it's too hot, it will destroy some of the beneficial enzymes and beneficial properties of the honey. And that's why you just want to cool it off a little bit and put it in a warm honey. And there you have it. Tulsi tea, homegrown, homemade, with a little bit of organic Hawaii honey. Thanks for watching, and until next time, aloha. Diana's gonna try Tulsi tea for the first time. Hold it. Cheers. How is it? You like it? You like it?
Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
Thanks, Daddy.
Welcome, baby. Aloha.
What's Mommy doing?